Oshi is super messed up, but it was so good, bro. That first episode was amazing. Spoilers, by the way, spoilers for episode 1. The episode is 1 hour and 22 minutes. Literally a movie. Go watch it first and then come back. Alright, man, so this episode, this anime in general, I just love the theme of it. I love how it's tackling how messed up the idol industry is. Of course, there's other things that have done this premise, for example, like Perfect Blue. It's like a modern anime about the idol industry and so freaking beautiful. The author is the same one as the one who made Love is War. We just literally get straight into it in the first 5 minutes. You see the main idol, freaking be pregnant in the first 5 minutes. The tone of this anime is almost instantly set very, very early on, but until the ending where things happen and boom, there, like, the tone of the anime is really set in there. The visual storytelling of that first scene is incredible. I mean, you see carrying a baby at 16, bro, what the frick? And she just has a smile. She's, again, a very prominent theme in this first episode is lies. Hiding behind a facade. Everyone loves pretty lies. That's literally what she's doing. She's freaking pregnant at 16, bro. Like, that's crazy. It's really messed up. But she's like hiding it with a smile and she's like all cheery and bubbly. It's very eerie, but at the same time, it perfectly summarizes what the idol industry is. You have to hide all negative emotions. You have to hide anything that's bad because people won't like that. So you have to put on an image that, oh yeah, I'm very happy. Everything's perfect. Look at me. I'm so... So that first scene really, really does that well. And the main character, the freaking doctor, Reincarnation. I did not expect this to be that kind of anime. The tags on this anime, one of them is supernatural. So of course I'll let it slide. And it does make the whole premise much more interesting because you get to see the 2 children that she ends up having being important characters from the beginning. The doctor and one of her fans, which died super early on, but this fan had a connection with the doctor, so that makes it even cooler, even though that the MC and this character does not know who they are. And that really kind of like I wish they told each other, because that would have made the connection they have as siblings a little bit better and a little bit stronger, and it would have been super unique. But I don't know, maybe they actually do end up knowing later on in the line, but as of this episode, they didn't tell each other. By the way, the MC, I have to say this, the MC reminded me so much of Rudius, but he's not a perv. When he was talking as a kid, I'm like, oh my god, it's freaking Rudius from Mushoku, bro. That's crazy, man. Doga Kobo is going ham with this adaptation. They're absolutely making it so well. They're doing it justice. There's a billion of scenes where like the art style changes to like this drawn and painted style. It was so good. Like, so many good moments with the eyes, like the close-ups, and then it like again switches art style. Super, super, super good. So Doga Kobo doing it justice, bro. How Ruby, when she was trying to dance, right, she was afraid of dancing because of her past life. Even though she was healthy in her new life, she had that fear, that mental fear of, oh, like, if I dance, I don't think I'm fit for dancing. And that fear was just heckling at her until she finally started dancing with Then she noticed, like, oh, I was living in that fear of, oh, if I dance and I'll just fall and I'll suck at it instead of actually trying to do so. Super good. And this quote from that scene really, it was really good, man. When I said, like, if you're afraid of falling, you'll just fall even more. Could go over people's head if you don't really analyze that scene. So of course, let's just talk about and the final scene and how amazing that was. How unfortunate Ai's life has been from the very get-go. You see her, like, her mom did some messed up things and then she abandoned her. Father wasn't even prominent in her life and she was forced to be taken in as like an orphan. Her whole life was super unfortunate and she was scouted out to be an idol. Her whole life happened as super, super young. She was already an idol at 12 years old, which is crazy, bro. You see she has such a bubbly personality. She really tries, even though she says it a lot, convince herself with her lies that, oh, that she's okay, that capable of loving things and people, until the very end where she says, I love you to her children, right? I'm not very sure, please correct me if I'm wrong, if she had children to be able to see if she was capable of loving her children, because she wasn't capable of loving anything else because she was never loved. Just basically a really messed up backstory, okay? The freaking stalker. The moment I saw this stalker, I was like, this man is 100% gonna do something crazy. Very important character in the MC's life. His first critical moment was him actually dying from the stalker, and the second one, him getting taken eye away from his life. Aside from being a huge fan of hers, she was her mother in this other life, so it makes it even more messed up. You see him in the end having like a twist of perspective, a twist of mentality, and of course we see in the end how he's like, I'm going to kill the man who snitched with my own hands. I'm assuming that he's going to become an actor to be able to get to him. He just wants revenge. He was living like 14 years, maybe even 15, 16 with that grudge, bro. That's no way to live, man. Don't do that, y'all. Don't hold a grudge for that long, okay? Let's talk about the big scene, bro. Super unexpected. If you go into this completely blind without knowing that it's messed up, it's super unexpected. Soundtrack when she opens the door and then she's like, opens her eyes, and then it's just a flashback of all of her memories. Literally, her life flashes before her eyes. I mean, not her entire life, but her life with her children. Cuts to a scene where she's getting stabbed, which was wow. It was so well made because the eerie moment with the happy music, with the wholesome music, sits with you in extremely uncomfortable way, but I like that. You're seeing so much beautiful moments and the beautiful music. You don't expect that to actually happen until you see the knife in her. Straight up, it was real. No holding anything back. It's setting the tone of this anime in an extremely amazing way. And of course, we see the final scene where she's saying goodbye to her children, the MC and Ruby. I understand if people cry to this, but personally, I didn't cry. I didn't feel that deep of a connection with I. If I was giving a little bit more time, then I maybe cried, but I was feeling a lot of emotions though. A really, really good scene. That episode was so good. So many good moments. A lot of character inside with the MC. It's literally a movie, bro. This could easily just work as a movie. Cut the last part of this episode. They have the time skip and stuff. Just end it with Ai's death. A super sad ending. It would have worked if you're trying to portray the message of, oh, the idol industry is really messed up and a lot of messed up things happen in this world. Super well executed in this one episode. So that alone really just says how amazing this 1 hour and 22 minutes episode was. Seriously, could not wait to see more stupid good potential. I know it's gonna go ham. I know it's gonna be awesome. The opening by Yoasobi, banger. If you haven't seen the lyrics, please do so because there's like a lot of points of views. Super good song, and of course it's a banger, but I cannot wait to see more of this anime. So tell me what you thought about this episode. I'm really curious to see what other people thought of this amazing 1 hour 22 minute episode. Crack that subscribe button if you want to see more. And as always, see you in the next one.